It's Jean with Card of the Day. Today we've got number 31, Alchemical Mutation. This is from the deck called Lightworkers Oracle Cards, and it's by Alana Fairchild. So what does alchemical mutation mean? So let's have a look at each individual word and get the definition. So alchemical means to change matter. So for example, the alchemical, something that's famously alchemical is turning lead into gold. Mutation. Mutation is a change in our DNA. So a little bit like the X-Men, they were mutants and their DNA was very different to us, and that resulted in them having superpowers. But people can be mutants all the time. Like some people, their parents have brown eyes and then they have blue eyes. Some people have one brown eye, one blue eye. That's a mutation. So obviously the genes are somewhere in your ancestry, but you are expressing them in a different way, and that's a mutation. So change is constant. Nobody can avoid change. This world is changing so much. Every day with the technology age, there's always a new piece of technology. Phones go out of sync really quickly. You're always having to update them. There's always a new version or a new update. So with this change in the world, it does affect us and it changes us. It changes the way we live our lives. So one of the changes on this planet is that the light that is shining from the sun is a different type of light. Yes, it still has UV rays, and it has been reported that it is a different type of light. It is part of the ascension process. A lot of people believe it's coming from the central sun, and that sun has changed as well, and that's affected our sun. So with this light, this also changes us. And it's more of a spiritual change. There's been a big change in intuition. For some people, they were very intuitive and now it's really hard to connect. And sometimes that lasts for a short period and other times it is extended. For others, a lot of people are starting to listen to intuitions or seeing visions or hearing sounds. And when it first happens, sometimes you can feel a little bit crazy. But everybody is changing. Depends on you if you allow that change to come in or not, or you resist it. What this card is telling me is, you see the man here, and on the earth, he's a human, and then he allows the light to come in and it turns him into an angel. I'm not saying it's going to be something like that. That's more like the X-Men type of movies, which is somewhat unrealistic. But the change that's coming from the light, the change that's coming from the world, the change that's happening to everybody, it is for your highest good. Sometimes in the moment, it feels like it's the biggest disaster. Something will change. You'll lose your job, you'll end a relationship, or a bill come through that you weren't expecting. And that is not fun in the moment. It kind of freaks you out and stresses you. But if you can look at that, like there's a lot of people who say, okay, I got fired from a job when it happened. It was the worst thing that ever happened. In 6 months or a year time, it was the best thing they ever did because they've changed their job or they've started to do something that they love. So please remember that when you're going through changes that are difficult or hard or scary, you are going through an alchemical mutation. Things are changing. And so if you do find yourself in that place where things are changing and it's not fun, give yourself the grace. Give yourself some space. Allow yourself to feel your feelings. Remind yourself to breathe. Let me know in the comments, what's changed for you? Have you been experiencing changes, or does everything seem to be staying the same? I'd love to hear from you in the comments anything you'd like to share. Doesn't have to be personal if you don't want to. Just anything would be great. Even just come and say hi. So, as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and know that there is a message there for you. So, be good, be you, and do it well.